Hey, Kenny. How are you, sir?
I'm having a lovely time.
Is that bumper music that's been put in there? That Who is that? Is that from 1940 or 1930? That sounds like Billy somebody, Holiday or something. All right. It's Christmas time, y'all. We're going to put some better Christmas music in than we have right there. Colonel Lauren Sharpless, how are you today?
I'm doing well,
Hey,
sir.
kill that. Yeah. How you doing, Kenny?
Well, we're gonna have to stop complaining about the music
We're
until
not.
we
This,
fix it.
this is no. It's not a complaint. It's a joyful holiday thing.
Okay.
It's just.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh, that's better.
that's great. I like that one. Hey. So, Colonel, you have nothing to do with the Christmas selections that we have here.
No, sir.
You know, did
They're
you like
great,
that
though.
song? It was pretty good.
Yeah.
You were into it. Yeah, but the fact that you are here is because that you have won this competition, this training competition. What is the actual title of it?
The tactical game, sir.
Tactical games. You're with the U.S. Army Reserve at Fort Bragg, and you you won in 2024. Was that your first time, and you won it?
Yes, sir.
No, come
yeah,
on.
it was actually only my second event that I had done. I did the regional that was here in North Carolina. It was right up the road, about 45 minutes away.
Right.
I won that one, and then went to nationals and won that.
How many people were in the competition? I mean, they were from all over the world or all over the country?
Last year was just in the United States. There were 14 women in my division. If you qualify at the regional event, if you get first through fifth, you get, a place at nationals. Of course, you have to pay, so not everybody who qualified ended up competing, but 14 last year. There were 8 this year in my division.
Well, still 8 to be 1. You're the best. And you came in second, but still. Was the woman who won in the competition last year?
Yes, sir.
So she was excited.
She was very excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was great. It's when you make small mistakes against women who are amazing athletes and shooters, it can hurt your score. So
As
she
you
was
mentioned,
awesome.
you said you dug yourself in a hole that
Yes,
you just
sir.
couldn't get yourself out of. What was the problem? What happened?
So this particular stage was a 2-gun stage. I came out of day 1 about 25 points ahead, and then the first stage on day 2 was just shooting pistol into rifle. It had a spinner, some paper targets, a Texas Star, and then you transition to your rifle. I just got fixated on that spinner. I ended up timing out, and then you get penalty points for the targets you don't engage. So my time just ended up pretty slow, and all the ladies came after me, and they just adjusted their stage plan to what I did or what I didn't do, and they just beat my time.
So they knew going in what they needed to do in order to make it happen.
Yes, sir.
And then there was nothing for you to be able to go back and change.
No, sir.
You were kicking yourself. And
I
you,
was.
You knew it.
I knew it.
At that point. But still, just to participate and be involved with this at this level is just tremendous.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You said you graduated from West Point. Talk about that experience and why you were in.
Yeah, so believe it or not, I only applied to West Point. My mom was a retired colonel, so I grew up with military in my life. I went to school on military installations, and my family's from New York, so on the way back from a family trip, we stopped at New York to see one of her previous co-workers who was an instructor there. And I did the tour, and I sat on those bleachers, at sunset, and you just look at this parade field. And at the time, I was in the 8th grade, and you don't really understand, the significance of all those leaders who graduated from there and the impact they had on history. But the only way I can explain it is that it just consumed me with a overwhelming sense of this is where I belonged. So, I went, I only applied to West Point, did the whole application process. And it was an amazing experience.
Who gave you the recommendation?
I got the presidential nomination because my mom was still active duty at the time.
There you go. See, so
Yes,
that
sir.
I've got a godson who got a nomination to the Air Force Academy. He's
Awesome.
already a pilot. At 17, he got his pilot. So Tyler, we're waiting for the appointment, and hopefully he'll get selected.
I'm sure he will.
And that's a big deal for kids.
Yes.
You got to be disappointed about the Army-Navy game.
Yes.
Did you watch that? And
I did. I did watch it. Yeah, it's.
Looked like we were going to pull the upset.
I thought we were, but It's just how games end up.
So as a cadet, did you go to the Army Navy game?
Everyone.
And so you go to that thing. Give us a sense of what that's like, because if you don't see the march in, you don't get the sense of what this is really about.
Yes, sir. We go there hours ahead. Everybody's in our long overcoat, which is just to see the Corps of Cadets there in uniform. We stand out there for hours. It's cold. And then you immediately forget about that, because when you walk onto that parade field as a Corps of Cadets, it's an enormous sense of pride and patriotism, and it's just a phenomenal thing to be a part of. And then watching it back and remembering that feeling as you march out, it's incredible. We went every single year. My 4 years we didn't win at all, but it's awesome to see and have been a part of.
But the spirit of the Corps, and people don't understand this if you served. It's like, I don't know you, but I know you. And
Right.
and I know, because going through Ranger School, I know what you did there, and the significance of doing it at that level. I understand that. So we appreciate what it is that you're doing. We appreciate your service. For you to be active and now in the reserve says who you are. And I've interviewed a lot of service members. I was one of the first reporters in Afghanistan. As a matter of fact, I broke the story that we were going to go in out Saddam Hussein. So I've been to Kuwait, Afghanistan, Somalia before Black Hawk Down. I've been all around the world following our soldiers. And one thing that I know in terms of talking to our soldiers, the veterans, everyone says the same thing. We get together. I'm putting myself up on this because we have war stories that we share. But the thing that I get from every veteran I talk to is, I wish I was still in.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could go back. And I'm at 70. I still say the same thing. I wish, what could I do now to serve, on active duty? And at some point, you just realize I'm not as fast as I used to be, or whatever it
sir.
might be. But we appreciate your service, and congratulations on winning last year and being second to runner-up, or being second place this year. Let me ask this question. Are you going next year?
Absolutely, sir.
You will.
I can't leave it off like that,
So you're going for what would have been the three-peat.
Yeah, right. Well, we still have time.
All right. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me, sir.
spending some time in here. Hopefully this was enjoyable for you to be a part of.
Yes, sir, it was. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It was really awesome.
Okay. You're listening to News Talk 640 with WFNC. We've got Fayetteville's local news with CBS 7. What do we have?
Bill's not quite in the studio. He's running down the hall. Let's just go to weather.
All right. We'll go check out the weather with CBS 7.